Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another MAMJ Let's Play of Grotesque Beauty. When we left off, we saw the origins of the painting along with Rachel's sister Hannah. Something is going on, and I don't know when we're going to find out what's happening, but we are definitely not safe. Not like how Rachel thinks she is right now, at least. No. Definitely not. It was just a dream. As I calmed down, I remembered something urgent. Anita! She's okay. My eyes scanned the room frantically. Adjusting to the darkness, I soon made out her sleeping figure on the bedroom floor, soundly asleep. I breathed out a sigh of relief. Thank God she's safe. The memory of the wispy black room was fresh in my mind. For a moment, I was afraid that I had truly lost the whereabouts of my friend or even my mental faculties. It's only going to get weirder. The experience felt so vivid, unlike any dreams I've ever had before. Most times my dreams are uninteresting. I'm sure I'm not creative enough to conjure something like this. It couldn't have been a mere dream, could it? And Hannah, she was there. Am I this upset over her disappearance that I'd still dream of her? After all that time she's been absent, I've never had an encounter with her quite as powerful as this. Can she still be out there somewhere? What if she's close by? Is that why all these strange things have been happening? Not ready to fall back to sleep, I lay in silence, listening to the ambience of the room. There was something soothing about quietly observing life as it drifted by. The night can be full of intriguing little sounds that usually go unnoticed in the day. Like creaks and cracks and groans and cries of anguish. You know, regular stuff. Some time passed, and I was still no closer to falling asleep. That's not the time past you... whatever. As I came on the verge of drifting off, I heard something that caught my attention. Was it an alarm clock and we're on day 2 and everything's good? No. Was that just the house creaking? Oh, you're gonna make so many people paranoid right now. There it was again. It didn't sound like a regular nighttime ambience. Against everything else, this sound stood out for some reason. The pitter-patter was coming from somewhere inside the house, though I couldn't tell where exactly. Was it my imagination, or does the gentle sound seem purposeful? I rolled onto an elbow, sat up and froze mid-motion, not wanting my movement to mask anything. Silence reigned over the house. Whatever was making that noise was gone. Still, I think I should investigate it, if only for peace of mind. I looked over to Anita, still asleep and undisturbed by the noise coming from outside the bedroom. Should I wake her up and alert her about what I've heard? She's fast asleep, and I'd feel bad if I disturbed her for something trivial. I wonder if I should just leave her. Ooh. I'm gonna wake her up. I know she's a scaredy cat. I know that it's not gonna help any, but... maybe she might be like, oh, that's Daryl, the ghost of Christmas past, you know, or something. No way am I going to take any risks. Even enough weird things have happened already, so I should take a more cautious approach. I'll wake up Anita and we'll go investigate this together. I reached over and shook Anita by the shoulder. Hey, Anita, get up. Listen, you need to get up now. This is an emergency. What is it? I heard something coming from the other room. Anita shoots me a quizzical stare. You woke me up for that? It's probably nothing. No, this is different. I was listening for a while. It didn't sound right. How so? To use your quote, I just have a bad feeling. Call it intuition if you want, but there have been far too many oddities lately for my liking. Also, like, I feel like if we didn't wake up Anita, she was going to get possessed or something would happen to her. So I definitely didn't want to lose her, you know? At this remark, Anita sat straight with her eyes open wide as if she just remembered something horrible. You don't think it's related to whoever made that knocking sound on the door, do you? Crap, I kind of forgot about that. Oh God, you've got me scared now. Did you really hear something? You're not messing with me, are you? This would be the time to tell me if you are. For the last time, I'm dead serious about this. You know me, this isn't the kind of crap I do. Look, we can't stay here if there's something wrong. We have to at least take a look and make sure what that noise was. But what if something is wrong? Maybe we should just hide in here. That's not an option. We can't stay in here if there's trouble. That's why we need to check it out. Come on, we'll do it together. Just stay close to me. All right, lead the way. Oh God. Ooh, I don't like that music. I opened the bedroom door ever so slightly, enough to poke a head out into the hallway. Standing still like a statue, I listened intently for any evidence of the sound returning. Frozen on the spot, I was alert when a voice whispered behind me. Do you hear anything? Not this time. Where was it coming from? I couldn't tell. Let's move downstairs, but be careful. We don't want to give ourselves away. Right behind you. Okay. We tiptoed lightly across the hallway and down the stairs, slowly taking our steps as to not make a sound. So far, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. I just hope that doesn't change anytime soon. Oh, the painting. We came to the living room. Nothing immediate jumped out to my attention. The painting, please. But then again, I wouldn't be able to tell if something subtle was different. If it was my own house, I'm sure anything misplaced would be obvious to me. I let Anita take charge of the investigation. Looks like whatever it was that was making that noise is gone. Is everything okay in here? Nothing fell or anything like that? Not as far as I can tell. It looks like how we left it. We scanned the room a little more, splitting off momentarily to cover more ground. The painting? I wasn't sure what I was looking out for, so I returned to Anita and found her standing motionless in the center room. Hey, are you okay? What is it? It was hard to see in the dark, but there was an unmistakable look in her eyes. A look of fear. Oh, God. What is it? Look, over there. I followed the direction of her finger, directed towards the painting. Do you see that? Tell me you see that. I blinked my eyes, trying to clear away any wariness that might have clouded my vision. There was nothing wrong with my eyes, however. It was clear we both saw the same thing. What the actual hell? It's empty. Oh, it's empty. The woman in the painting, she's gone. How is this possible? I clutched the top of my head, nails digging into my scalp, hoping against hope that I was still dreaming, that I might wake up at any moment. There was no such end from this nightmare, however. This was really happening. How is this even possible? This is seriously messed up. No way, it can't just change like that. It's impossible. This thing is bad. It's cursed for sure. Oh God, what do we do? Before I could answer, our attention was drawn to this thin sheet of fog that suddenly filled the room. Where the hell did this come from? Maybe it came from outside. Did you leave a window open somewhere? No, and even if I did, look at how fast this place became misty. It was clear a moment ago. A regular fog can't just appear like this. This night keeps getting weirder. Rachel, look at the painting. Something's happening. It's glowing. True to her word, the painting glimmered with ethereal energy. It pulsed like the beating of a heart. The rhythmic throb gave it an impression of a living creature. Across the surface, a streak of light rippled outward like the parting of curtains. Now and then, light catches the canvas, and it appeared like there was something else unusual about it. The light danced on the surface, and something didn't seem right about the space between the frames. I almost shouted in astonishment when it dawned on me. The painting's surface was no longer flat. It contained a new dimension that disappeared into the wall. Do you see that? The painting goes inward. It looks like there's a tunnel. How? There should be a wall right behind it. It must be some kind of portal? A portal? Where do you think it goes? No idea. As we just stood staring at the strange painting, a familiar sound came from above. Familiar sound? Did you hear that? Yeah. Was that the sound you heard before? Definitely. It's coming from upstairs. Hey, where are you going? I'm going to go take a look. I think it's coming from my parents' room. What about the painting? Don't you think we should take a closer look at it? Maybe we can find where it leads to. Are you kidding me? I think we should stay away from it. Who knows what it is and what it can do? But what if it changes again? It might not stay this way for long. This might be our only chance to see what's happening before the passageway closes. Maybe we'll find out what we're dealing with this way. There was something else that I didn't tell her though. I felt something coming from the painting. Something called out to me. Was it a voice? A faint memory lingered in my mind. I'd seen this place before. If only I could remember it. Ooh. Oh yeah, we're definitely saving. What should we do? Okay, so Hannah told us don't trust her, but I don't know who her is. I don't know if it's Anita or I don't know if it's the woman in the painting. I really feel like we should stick together, but Hannah needs us too. Oh no. All right. I'm gonna say painting. The fact that they're like bringing it up, saying it's a portal and that it might be gone. The parents' room, it's probably not the actual parents. So it's gonna be bad things all around. Going in here, maybe we will learn something. I'm going to examine it a little closer. It'll only take a minute. Rachel, I don't think I want to go near it. Stay there if you want, but nothing bad will happen, I promise you. The portal will probably close any minute anyway, so just hang tight for a moment. Uh-huh. Be careful, okay? Sorry, my phone was going off. I wanted to make sure I don't kill the mood. I muster enough courage and step closer towards the otherworldly painting. The decisive words I spoke to Anita betrayed the caution I felt, but something compelled me to inspect the painting, something more than mere curiosity. Each step I take feels heavy, like I'm wading through a thick, invisible substance. I couldn't tell if it was some supernatural force or my body fighting to turn back. Could also be the fog. Well, what do you see? Not a whole lot. It's quite hard to see anything in this fog in the way. Something just moved inside the frame. Did you see it? It's right there, right in front of you. Are we gonna die? Anita's warning didn't reach my ears. The outside world faded into a wall of mist. The boundaries of the room melted away, and I no longer recognized where I was. The world as I knew it was hidden away. All that existed at that moment was me and the painting, isolated in time. We were the only things alive. Oddly, I didn't revel in this strange situation long, as my attention was pulled back to the thing in front of me. The painting was within touching distance. At a second glance, I began to see the silhouette of a figure inside the canvas. Its small form approached me. Rachel. You know my name. Who are you? The world inside the painting was filled with a dense fog that hid the stranger. Have you forgotten me that quickly? I can't see you. The fog is too thick. If you come closer, maybe I can see you more clearly. The figure on the other side of the painting silently moved closer. Can you see me now? I strained my eyes. The form of a young girl materialized, but the details remained hazy. I see you. Who are you? What are you doing here? Don't you recognize me? I don't believe... The veil of smoke dissipates a little, enough for me to make out her face. Something had been eating away at me at the back of my mind. I heard that voice before, very recently, in another world, but that was only a dream. Even though all this felt just as unreal, I knew I was awake this time. She looked just as I remembered her. Is it Hannah? Hannah, oh my god, is that really you? The vision of my little sister was faint, but I could recognize her all the same. Sis, you haven't forgotten about me, have you? I could never forget about you. I've dreamed of this moment every night since the day you were gone. I can't believe I get the chance to see you again. Oh God, Hannah, it's so good to see you. I missed you so much I can't even begin to tell you. I missed you too, sis. You look just how I remember you. I'm happy about that. I knew you'd find me someday. You always looked out for me. When I got into trouble, I knew you wouldn't give up on me. Everyone else did, but not you. Just like when I started playing netball in school. I wasn't very good and nobody wanted me on their team. You were the only one who would pick me. You believed in me and encouraged me. You weren't bad. All you needed was some confidence in yourself. That's why I knew you'd be the one to find me. I'm your big sister. It's my job to look after you. But I screwed that up. How could I let my little sister go missing for so long? I'm sorry I couldn't get to you sooner. I didn't have any idea what to do. We didn't know what happened to you. Rachel, it's not your fault. You can still help. What happened to you that day? Where did you go? I don't know. I don't remember a lot, just some small things. Try your best to remember. Just give me something, anything that comes to mind.
Is it really her?
I was walking home from school. I think I was with somebody. I can't remember who. I remember trees and being cold and wet. I think something bad might have happened. Don't worry, Hannah, I'm here now. I won't let anything bad happen to you anymore. Just tell me where you are. I'm trapped in this strange place. It's not normal. Things don't seem right here. It doesn't work how things work in our world. Our world? What are you saying? I don't know how I got here, but for some reason, I understand the rules of this place. It's like a prison, and there are lots of things stuck here. Right now, the door is open, but it won't stay open for long. You have to help me pass through the door. I'll help you, Hannah. Just tell me what I need to do. Hannah looked sheepishly to the side. Whatever she needed to ask was difficult. I don't know how to say this.
We have to switch places, don't we?
Hey, it'll be all right. We're family. You can always trust me. The thing is, I can leave this place, but I need to follow the rules. Whoever leaves, someone needs to stay in their place. So I can't come back unless someone else stays behind inside the painting. My heart sinks into a dark corner inside my chest. The realization of what she asked snuffed out all hope in me. One of us had to remain inside the painting. We would still be separated. After the unbelievable joy of seeing Hannah again after all these years, the bitterness of remaining apart was too much to bear. Before I knew it, a stream of tears poured down my face, and nothing could stop my sobbing.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
It's not fair. It's just not fair. We're supposed to be together. How could I make this choice? No matter what I do, both of us won't be going home. The way I see it, it's a lose-lose situation. Rachel, please don't leave me here. I want to go home. I want to see Mom and Dad again. I miss them so much. You have to help me get out of here. You have to. For a while, I sobbed helplessly as Hannah looked on. She was remarkably strong for someone of her age and kept a brave face whilst I broke down. So mature and yet so young. She must have been through more than I could imagine. In the vacuum of mist, another sound cut through my cries. Rachel, Rachel. The voice called to me from behind. Anita! It escaped my mind that we were still in her living room. The conversation with my sister was inside the wall of mist, and it seemed to last forever. I had forgotten that Anita was patiently waiting for me a few paces back. Is someone with you? Yes, I'm with Anita. Do you remember her? We're at her house. Hannah looks at me with distaste, an expression that didn't belong on her sweet face. Why are you at her house? You shouldn't be around someone like her. What do you mean? She's my friend. We're having a sleepover. Hannah fidgeted, clearly annoyed with something. But why does she have this painting in her house? It's her dad. He bought it from an auction not long ago. Is that what she told you? Yeah. Where else could it have come from? I don't believe her. Anita? Why? I don't trust her. She's bad. I just know it. You don't really know her. What are you saying? Hannah returned to looking away awkwardly, There was still a fire in her eyes. I don't know what to tell you. I don't remember anything. She's just not a nice person. You shouldn't be with someone like her. Rachel, can you hear me? What's happening? What do you see? Anita's yell was barely audible. Somehow the mist was blocking more than our visibility. I'm here. I'm fine. Don't tell her I'm here. Big sis, listen, we don't have much time left. I can feel the door beginning to close. Like I said before, someone needs to stay behind for me to come out. It doesn't have to be you or me. I look at Hannah square in the eyes.
I don't know.
You can't ask me that. It's the only way, Rachel. I'm sorry, but we have no other choice. I want to go home. I want to go home with you. It's just not right for me to stay here, but I don't want you to take my place. It should be Anita. We can go home together if Anita stays behind. I know it's a hard thing to ask. She's your friend, but there's something she's hiding. I wish I could remember what it is. I don't think it'll be a bad thing if she's gone, if she's the one to swap with me. Hannah, you can't talk like that. You haven't seen the things I've seen. What happened to me isn't right. It's not right for me to be here, away from you, and you shouldn't be one to stay here either. I'm tired, Rachel. I want to go home. Let's go home together.
Oh my god. Oh no, what do you guys think?
Anita hasn't done anything to me though. But that being said,
she has been in this house with this painting for a week. So is she really what she says she is? Is Hannah really telling the truth? Because it's one or the other. Hannah is like evil and trying to trap somebody, or she's telling the truth and her memory is actually hazy and she can't remember what's going on, and Anita is actually dangerous, which is possible. All right, I'm gonna sacrifice Anita. I've made my decision. I probably won't like it, but I've made my decision.
My head drops into both hands. The weight of what I was about to do hit me. I chose my sister's life over my friend Anita. Instead, the security of her home, I betrayed her trust. This is the most difficult choice I've ever made. Rachel? Hannah, I promised I will find you. Now that I have, I just can't let you go again. We'll go back home together. I'm glad. I know what I must do, but that doesn't make it any easier. This is the only way for us to be together. For that, I will do anything, even sell out a friend. I can't live with that if that means getting you. I can live with that if that means getting you in return. Thank you, Rachel. This is the right thing to do for us. Okay, I'm ready. How does this work? To release me, someone needs to be put into the painting. We need to get Anita closer, and then you'll have to push her inside. The rest I can do. Then we'll be reunited. Isn't that what you wanted for so long? It is. Good. I believe in you. Do your best.
Well, see, and another thing that's kind of weird is like, if Hannah needs to just swap with somebody, why didn't she just pull us in, you know, and do it?
The voice of Anita calling came once more from beyond the wall of mist. Rachel, are you still there? Yeah, I'm here. Thank God, I was beginning to worry. I've been calling you forever, but you wouldn't answer. What's happening in there? I've just been here. You didn't hear me talking before, did you? No, I wasn't even aware you were calling for me. It's only now I can hear you. Is everything okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It's perfectly safe in here. Come inside, there's nothing to be afraid of. I'd rather not. This is too unnatural. You should get out of here right now. Wait, but there's something in here you should see. What is it? It's hard to explain. You have to see it for yourself. But, Anita, I promise you, it's all right. I've been inside longer than you have, and nothing's happened to me. I'll be right beside you. You don't have to worry. Just come and take a look at what I found. Fine. If you're so insistent, it better be good. A dark silhouette fades in the view, and soon Anita materialized into the foggy room with me and the painting. Anita glanced around, taking in the scenery. Well, what have you got to show me? I gestured to the painting. Hannah was no longer visible. She must have gone into hiding somewhere.
The painting? What about it?
It shows you things. I think it can show you the future. The painting is some sort of fortune teller. If you look right into it, you can see your future self. Anita turns with me with more enthusiasm than I had anticipated.
Really?
You've seen your son? Yeah, that's why I was here for so long. I have to say, it's some juicy stuff.
What did you see?
I'm not telling you until you have something to tell me in exchange. Hurry up and take a look already. I'm looking, but I don't see anything at all. Get closer then. Anita edges towards the painting with each encouragement. She was inches away from the portal, so close to stepping through the other side. It'll be easy to push her over the edge, but something held me back. Lifting my hands felt impossible. All I could do was shake and pray Anita didn't turn around and see the distress I was in.
Nothing's happening. Are you sure this works? Oh God! Here we go! Here we go!
I moved towards Anita, poised to give her a push, but I was slow. Anita turned around in time to catch what I was doing. My face must have worn an expression of madness because she was immediately alarmed.
What are you?
I gave Anita a hard shove, but she was able to deflect most of the blow. Our limbs tangled in a mess as we wrestled with each other. Anita let out a cry of confusion.
Rachel, stop! Don't!
I feel her balance losing out. From the corner of my eye, I could see hands reaching out of the painting, helping to pull Anita through to the other side. For a moment, we caught each other's eye. She begged me to stop, desperation in her voice. I'm sorry, Anita. Planting my feet firmly to the ground, I deliver a forceful push and feel Anita topple backwards into the painting. She vanished. A glowing light pierced the fog. The mist spiraled around like a hurricane. The room rattled. The picture frames holding the memories of Anita and her family jumped off the walls. Crockberries from the other room clattered against the shelves. The world around me raged and in an instant subsided just as quickly. Everything returned to silence. I picked myself up from the floor and in front of me, I saw the house's latest guest. She smiled warmly at me.
Is it Hannah?
Hello, Rachel. I dropped to my knees and embraced her in a tight hug, burying myself deep into her, as if to tell the world that nothing can separate the two of us anymore.
Is that the end?
That was the story of how my sister came back after missing for 2 years. However, this miracle came at a heavy price. Anita was never found. For the community, her sudden disappearance was made more confounding with Hannah's return. No one was more confused than Anita's parents. They were devastated with Anita's disappearance. They pressed me for information on what happened that night whenever they can. I can't even look them in the eye when I lie about not knowing anything. That wasn't the end of the mystery, though.
Was it not? Oh, I feel like a bad person.
Anita's family found another surprise when they discovered something different about the painting adorned in the living room wall. When they look at it, the canvas no longer bore the image of a beautiful woman from before. In her place, you could now see a painting of Anita herself. The grief-stricken parents found a strange solace in this. This was surely a message from Anita that she was alive somewhere.
No!
How thoughtful of her to leave them a self-portrait to remind her whilst she's gone.
Her parents are insane, right? Like, they have to be absolutely psycho. Look at them!
Anita's family would treat the painting like it was actually Anita and doted on it, even sitting it at the dinner table. The neighbors all took pity on the household losing their mind. Sweetie, you've been so quiet lately.
Has something happened at school? It's okay if you don't want to talk about it. We'll be here when you decide to open up.
Things weren't much easier for me either. Hannah was back home, but somehow she seemed different. She's not the same bright-eyed girl we all knew her to be. Instead, there was an underlying darkness to her. She wouldn't laugh anymore, and sometimes I'd catch her tormenting little animals in the garden. Whatever she's experienced, I believe has changed her forever. Sometimes I wonder if she's even the same little girl who disappeared 2 years ago.
I don't know. I don't know what I did. Ending 2, childhood's end, is it? Oh man, that was intense. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, because like I said, the creator of the game doesn't want a completionist ending. So next time, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to the other room with Anita. We'll leave the painting one separate. So what I'm gonna do is we will do, what was it? Is it this one? Yes, and we'll investigate the sound and we'll go that way and we'll see what that creates and what kind of situation that has for us. And yeah, so if you guys want to, you can check out the investigate painting route and we'll see what other things we can do. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ Let's Play.